Hello everybody. So in this one, we're going to learn about short stacks. So this is PBZ's website's free trainer. All you need is sign up and you can use it and practice, learn yourself. I am partnered and affiliated. So let's get started with this one. So the stack sizes over here are going to be 3 to 12. That is because we're using a free one. Obviously, we have everything else in paid one. So over here, obviously, very easy fold. The question over here would be like, would you call like ace jack suited, ace queen o type of a range, right? It's cool. So if you're going to look over here, we can see like ace queen o, ace jack suited, pocket sevens actually folding here. I kind of feel like a lot of people could make a mistake with ace queen, ace jack suited, maybe even king queen suited. It is MTT, so who knows? So this one is going to be easy fold. We're going to take a look at a couple of spots like this one. Like it is 11 big blind jam, right? But what are we going to call here? That is a very good question, right? Like, are you going to call like ace 8 suited? Are you going to call ace 10 o? Are you going to call king jack o? So this one is obviously a fold, but we can check on our answer. So king queen o, ace 10 o, king 10 suited is close. I think most people would purely fold this. I don't think people will find like suited Broadway over here to go for a call that this far down. Pocket fours, some people probably will be calling with this ace 7 suited, probably another one. So we're gonna need to keep going. So open, call, and call. I think we want to jam this one. This guy is probably supposed to be flatting aces and stuff over here. So we're just going to call. And if you're going to take a look at our range, we can see like basically need to defend all our suited stuff. Some offsuit one gappers, offsuit connected cards. Not all the ace are going to be defending. And this is to like whenever it's early position guy and this guy is flatting here. So let's go into this one. So I obviously have access to this. So let's take a look at this solution. So it's MP button. So MP. So if you look at the MP range, MP is like needs to open jam mostly, but still like opens very kind of strong range. So if you go to the button, also like if you think about flatting offsuit aces, you can see like he's not opening these. You're not going to be doing well. And now if you count in the button range, well, very similar thing. Okay, like over here we do have most flats coming in from king queen. So offsuit combos are always going to be where the density is going to be, even though it's mixed, it's still offsuit. So just because there are more combos, so you want to think of offsuit. Maybe you think in your game somebody is flatting wider or don't even have a flat. So yeah, let's keep moving. So this one is another interesting one. Again, suited cards probably just going to go. Ooh, we making mistake, hey? Just hate suited Jack X. So we could take a look at this one as well. So this one is going to hate suited Jacks because that has have to be something to do with cutoff's calling range. So cutoff is calling King Jack suited. I guess this is like Queen Jack suited. So Ace Jack O. Yeah, this is where the even though it's 1% range, but you don't really want to have a jack because like basically jack eye flops are not good. And if you look at this guy is opening king jack oh yeah, like your jack x is kind of wrecked here. This is why like you see this type of holes in some type of range like over here as well. It's very often to happen when the ranges are very tight. So let's keep going. Okay, this is an easy one. I want to get something exciting. So what would you call here? What would be the worst hand you would call here? Would you call like Queen Deuce, Jack 5-0, all the suited like 9-5 suited stuff like that? Like what would be your calling range? You want to think about in terms of your ranges because that's where that's how you like build your range, right? So it's queen 4-0, jack 7-0, all the pairs. You don't call anything suited 8x or in general 8x, smaller 8x than 8-9, jack 5 suited. So quite a tight range here. Another spot where like, what is our calling range? Are we supposed to be calling ace 10, king queen, pocket fives? Obviously, this one doesn't really matter, but it's sevens plus, ace queen, ace jack o again. Like, this is like going three ways. It's just like, ugh, ugh. So ace check suited, king check suited. It's like good one to go multi way, I guess. Like solvers still like those. Kind of similar story, I would imagine going to be over here. You're gonna have three players behind you. Yeah, just no king jack suited and sixes here. Already kind of looked at that one. Ooh. So in general, these type of spots do have limping ranges. Like it's not too much, but there is a limping range. And because the ISO size is so small, it's always like, yo, am I supposed to be calling here? Because this guy is supposed to be bluffing here decent frequency. I'm gonna say this one is probably not in there. Aye, aye. Yeah, you just cannot fold these suited hands ever. This happens actually always, like, I guess, like suited hands you just can't. It's just something like looking at eight big blinds deep poker. It's kind of something you don't really do too often, especially if you play a lot of slower speed MTTs. But like these are very like interesting ones. That's why we're practicing those, right? So if you go to, let's do eight big blinds, small blind range. You can see over here, you're supposed to be like flatting eights plus. Like this is all the value. Even yeah, you might think checked and suited like what, but like no, this is value. You're just like limping for value, so to speak. You expect your opponent to isolate quite a bit, and because ISO size is very small, we need to continue. And we can see like this is a lot of isolation, isolating, right? It's not like it's very small frequency, very strong hands. Like this is a lot of like six deuce, seven deuce, 8-3-0, 7-3-0, 8 deuce. So like this is a lot of trash. Okay, let's keep going. I used to be very good at this short stack play, like know all the push fold ranges. I used to play sit and goes. That's why. So this is another great spot. What would we go all in with? Would we go all in with queen jack suited, jack 10 suited, pocket deuces, king jack o, ace 10 no? Obviously, this one doesn't really matter. So, what is our range? We're supposed to be jamming 8s plus, ace jack o, and suited a6, king queen suited, queen jack suited, jack 10 suited. Don't really like to jam. It's quite a tight range, to be fair. I'm suspecting it has something to do with the callers range. Again, every time you get the calls in these spots, at least in solver world, these are going to be quite strong. I would imagine actually in practice it's also strong. Like it's always aces likes to flat, and then you have some of this suited stuff in there. Like you're not doing very well whenever you have like queen check suited, jack 10 suited. Like this guy is supposed to be folding jack 10 suited, queen 10 suited, right? So it's not like you're going to do very well against cutoff range. Obviously, this high check range will also have like tens plus ace queen suited, like very polarized. It's like kind of tight range because he's supposed to be jamming 17%. So it's not that simple to jam into the input into those ones. So let's do a couple more. Okay, not much of a think. Ooh, five big blind. Are we? What are we supposed to be calling here? Would you call like suited connectors, suited one gappers, like 9-7 suited, 9-8 suited? Because the whole idea over here is your price is just so great. So yeah, like all this suited stuff is going to be called. It's just like your bot odds are so great. It's five big blinds, jam. There's five big blinds. MP low jack, okay. MP jams low jack calls. Like, look at the low jack calling range, right? Like, this guy is jamming 28, basically any ace, king 6 suited, suited 9x, offsuit Broadway, and pairs. This guy is pretty much calling the same range the guy is jamming. So when we on a big blind, like this smaller stuff with like very good bot situations, like we have over here 5 big blinds, like you have only 4 big blinds to call. These are going to be doing very well, going multi-way all-ins. It's not great, but like you basically just have the odds to do so. So this one is going to be call. Again, we can check on the range. You can see it's like king 4-0, like very wide. Like half of the time you have to be calling here. And the whole idea is like, first of all, this guy is jamming very wide. So if we go over here, 32% jamming, you will be okay based on the price, even though you will be behind quite a lot. But like, you don't really need to be ahead to make a call here, right? It's 5 big blind jam. Like, you don't need much pot odds. So yeah, I think this is it for me, and I will see you guys on the next one. You guys like, subscribe, let me know what you think about such videos in future, as I do plan on making a lot more this type of content, pre-flop, post-flop. And yeah, also if you want to study this yourself, just head to the bbzpoker.com, sign up, and there is a free trainer. I'm gonna leave the link in the description for you guys, so you can just use that. Anyways, thank you, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.